Listen to your battery-powered radio for instructions and information concerning community.
What drives a person to claim to be the reincarnation of Jesus Christ, Cleopatra, and Marilyn Monroe? This is the enigma that shrouds Amy Carlson, the charismatic and controversial figure who led the mysterious Love Has Won cult. Her influence was far-reaching, with followers from all corners of the globe, all recruited through the power of YouTube videos. But what was it that drew people to her? Was it her claims of reincarnation, having lived over 500 past lives? Or was it the promise of spiritual enlightenment and ascension into a nebulous fifth dimension? The Love Has Won cult was no ordinary group. Its belief system was an eclectic mix, drawing from mainstream religions, New Age spiritualism, and mythic beliefs. It was a melting pot of ideologies, all centered around one woman, Amy Carlson, who claimed to be the embodiment of Mother God. But beneath the spiritual veneer, there were whispers of a darker truth. Some former members and family members accused Carlson of abuse, including heavy drinking and unpredictable behavior. Yet her followers remained steadfast, seeing past the human flaws and focusing on the divine promise. Carlson's followers believed she would lead them into the fifth dimension, but what did it truly mean? Behind the spiritual facade, what dark secrets did the cult hide? As the cult of Mother God grew, allegations of abuse began to surface. Former members and family members painted a picture of a volatile leader, Amy Carlson, whose heavy drinking often led to erratic behavior. They spoke of a woman who, despite her claims of divinity, was all too human in her vices. Her followers were subjected to her whims, often facing the brunt of her unpredictable temperament. The cult's practices were not confined to spiritual teachings and rituals. Instead, they were deeply intertwined with Carlson's personal life and issues. In a bid to improve Carlson's health, the cult uprooted from their Colorado base and moved to Hawaii. But far from welcoming them with open arms, the local residents resisted their presence. They saw through the spiritual veneer to the troubling core of the cult. Despite the pushback, the cult remained defiant, refusing to be cowed by the hostility they faced. However, the resistance proved too strong, forcing the cult to retreat back to Colorado. But even this setback didn't deter the followers. Their loyalty to Carlson didn't waver. They remained steadfast even as their leader's health deteriorated and the cult's practices became increasingly controversial. Despite the controversies, followers remained loyal to Carlson, even in the most trying of times. But this story, like every other cult story, has a bad ending. Amy Carlson, the self-proclaimed deity of the Love Has Won cult, was discovered in a state of decay inside an unremarkable mobile home in the secluded town of Moffett, Colorado. The circumstances surrounding her death were far from ordinary. Her lifeless form was oddly decorated with fairy lights and glitter, a display of misplaced devotion. Even more chilling were the missing eyes. This question is as chilling as it is baffling. Following Amy Carlson's sudden demise, the Love Has Won cult descended into chaos. The structure that once bound them together began to crumble. The followers, who had dedicated their lives to the so-called Mother God, were left in disarray. Confusion, fear, and an overwhelming sense of loss permeated the once seemingly invincible cult. The followers struggled to reconcile their beliefs with the grim reality. The God they worshipped, who was supposed to ascend to the fifth dimension, had met a tragic, mortal end. The disillusionment was profound, and for many the faith they held so dear began to waver. Amy's death also had wider societal implications. It served as a wake-up call for those entranced by the allure of such cults, highlighting the dangers of blind faith and manipulation. Many questioned how such a group could thrive unchallenged, exposing the need for better awareness and intervention strategies. Ultimately, the tale of the Mother God cult stands as a stark reminder of the thin line between faith and deception, between love and obsession. It's a cautionary tale that echoes through the ages, warning us of the dangers lurking in the shadows of blind belief.
Having a disaster get ready will only increase your family's chances.